How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks for coming in.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to ask you a few questions about your diet. How does that sound?
Okay.
So what do you believe your nutritional and physical activity needs are right now?
My needs?
Mm-hmm.
Probably I try to walk every day, and I think it's
great.
really important that the exercise is really important in my life right now. Not only just for my weight, but for I have osteoporosis, so the weight bearing helps that. Nutrition wise, I kind of do a intermittent fasting thing, where I don't eat anything until I fast until noon, and then I just eat from noon until 8 o'clock at night, and then don't eat again until noon the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And usually my lunch is, fruit, vegetable, cheese, maybe some, I like to get a seafood salad that I use kind of like a dip.
Mm-hmm.
And then usually I have about at 3 o'clock I have a little snack, usually a apple and cheese or something like that. And then I usually have a little appetizer before dinner, and then have normal dinner. Whatever we're having for dinner, a balanced salad. You always have a salad and some kind of a protein, and fish or beef or chicken or something, and then a vegetable. Sometimes we have rice, sometimes we have potatoes, and so it's really helped me keep. I lost about I gained about 30 pounds overweight, and I've lost that. And trying to maintain it now with this diet and exercise.
Awesome, that's great. What are some physiologic, social, or environmental factors that you think may impact your nutrition intake?
We don't really. We do socialize and go out, but we don't go out to dinner a lot. We don't go out to restaurants a lot.
Okay.
So I think that makes a difference too, that, you tend to overeat in a restaurant and you don't really know, And so I don't think we go out to dinner more than, 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah. Okay.
But we do, I like to have people over for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a social thing, but also I'm kind of controlling what we eat. And we also have friends that invite us out to dinner too. So lunch occasionally with girlfriends, but not that often.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. And are there any environmental? Well, I guess that's like social kind of. Do you think anything like in your environment where you live maybe might impact your nutrition?
Probably, because we're in Florida. I know nowadays you can get fresh fruit and vegetables anywhere, but maybe in Florida it's just the grocery store, the produce sections in Florida are just beautiful.
Okay, so
and so I think that maybe it does make a difference.
That's awesome. And so you kind of already did this a little bit. Can you describe an average day for me of like what you eat?
Yeah, I just kind of, like I say, I get up in the morning. I usually have a cup of coffee. And then I really don't break my fast until, between 11 and 12, and then have a light lunch, and then a snack around 3, and then a dinner. Usually, I don't eat anything usually after, 8 or 8:30, but I do end my day with something sweet. I really like the Italian ice, and I keep that, and I like to have that as a little sweetness. I love chocolate. And so usually a snack will be, a piece of chocolate or something. And I do have a sweet tooth, so.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. With your coffee, do you have like milk or anything?
No,
you just like have
not black coffee.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so for your light lunch, you had said like fruit, veggies, cheese,
crackers. Sometimes, I'll have some chips, but usually it's crackers.
Okay.
And
so you'll have like all of that, or just like some of that?
Well, usually I'll get. Sometimes I like pimento cheese, or I like just hard cheese. I like sharp cheddar, with an apple, slice an apple and put the sharp cheddar on that. I like that. And I like the, just crackers. They're probably, I don't buy low salt or anything, just regular crackers.
Okay, and so that is your lunch, and then you have a snack after that?
I have a snack about 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and then usually that is a fruit and something, I'm just trying to think what it is, but something, just enough to tide me over so that I don't, can wait till dinner. And then dinner's around 6 or 6:30.
Oh, okay.
And so we usually eat after the news, so it's almost 6:30 when we eat. And then we always after dinner also take a walk. We might go out and walk a mile or so.
Okay, awesome.
And then we usually sit down for the evening about 8 o'clock and watch TV or whatever, and then I'll have a little sweet, something sweet at that time.
And yes. Oh, so I was gonna ask for your snacks. So it's usually like a fruit and a carb, you would say?
A carb, yeah.
Carb, okay.
Yeah.
And then you told me. So, what are some types of dinners that you have?
Oh, let's see. I do a lot of air fryer stuff that I put in, chicken breast or salmon is good in there. Usually, I keep stuff in the freezer. I usually keep chicken or some kind of pork, maybe a pork tenderloin that I can also put in the air fryer. And we don't eat a lot of hamburger, but I would say, in a month's time, I might make 4 or 5 hamburger dishes, with meatloaf or spaghetti or something like that.
Okay.
And, we like the crab cakes that come, so I usually do a lot of that. In the, I also started kind of cooking meals in my cast iron skillet, which I got, and I kind of like that too. Using that, so
you also
I don't use a lot of. I don't fry a lot. I saute, but I don't deep fry or things like that. So
amazing. And so. Yeah, so it sounds like your protein consists of like chicken, beef, and like different seafoods.
Okay. Pork, awesome. Pork, It's very much of a we like all of that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when you were talking about the like sautéing and everything, what kind of cooking oils do you typically use?
Probably I use olive oil a lot, and I also use canola if I'm just using a vegetable oil.
Alright.
So probably most of the stuff I saute in is olive oil.
Okay, mostly olive oil. Perfect. Do you use any herbs or spices when you cook?
Yes, I use lots of spices. I like to season stuff. Whatever. If I'm making a Mexican dish, I do cumin and chili powder. I use a lot of garlic, salt and pepper. Paprika, I like to use paprika with stuff, and then oregano. I have a big thing of fried oregano. I have a rosemary bush outside my front house, and I'll go out and season stuff with that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so
awesome.
I love to season stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And my last question is, what is your dairy intake like, would you say?
I don't really count calories. I don't know, 2,400 maybe.
And not even
calories.
Sorry, not even calories. No. Just like how do you drink? Because you don't what would you say? You dairy.
My dairy. Well, cheese. I don't drink.
Okay.
Occasionally, I'll have a bowl of cereal, but I'm not a real milk drinker. That's unfortunate, but I'm not. But I do eat a lot of cheese.
Okay.
And eggs. We like eggs.
Okay.
Sunday morning I always, fry bacon and eggs. And, And
nice.
and I use a lot of eggs and stuff. And so I use eggs and.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all the questions I have.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.